Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. At the top, authorities say they're making significant seizures and arrests at South Padre Island, specifically things that have made ingredients made from marijuana. Channel 5's Christian Von Pricing explains what they're finding and what parents need to look out for.
Gridlock traffic is well underway in Port Isabel. Queen Isabella Causeway is backed up. Spring breakers are headed out to the island. Some of them are here to party.
We're seeing those drugs coming into town.
Both Precinct 1 Constable and Port Isabel Police Department are seeing more electronic cigarettes with elements of marijuana during their traffic stops.
In spring break, we're getting a lot of these, a lot. Every other car that we come in contact usually have had it. There's been about 10 arrests so far this month from the beginning of March. People holding 1 vial, 2 vials.
Instead of traditional marijuana, the electronic cigarettes have a key ingredient in marijuana that causes a high. The THC is in liquid form. Vape pens gained popularity as a substitute for cigarettes. Both agencies say they're now seeing more THC in those vape pens.
This type of drug is going to be a concentrate of cannabis or marijuana concentrate.
I think it's a big concern.
Jeff Buchanan is here in Port Isabel with his young kids from Kansas. They're holding their own spring break. He's also a school teacher. He says drugs are changing much more quickly than when he grew up.
We're having to become educated ourselves on what to look for, and also the effects that students show, while using this chemical or drug or vape, whatever you want to call it.
Some parents say they're working to keep up with these changing trends, to keep up with what's going on inside schools and where kids hang out. Police say there are things to look out for in the liquid.
The viscosity is a lot thicker than the nicotine one. So usually the color of it kind of also is usually darker. Not all the time. Sometimes it's lighter, depends on the manufacturer or depends on the purity of the actual liquid itself.
They say the popularity of this new drug is making it harder for them this spring break. Christian Von Pricing, Channel 5 News, Port Isabel.
We know it's a male driver. We don't have any clothing description on him at this time.
The search continues for a driver responsible for a fatal accident in La Jolla this morning. DPS troopers tell us 45-year-old Leonel Martinez Jr. and 69-year-old Aurora Chavez of San Juan were driving along Expressway 83 when they were hit by another driver. Troopers say the driver of that Ford Expedition was fleeing from a traffic stop when he lost control and hit them. 5 people inside the Expedition were taken to the hospital. The driver fled the scene.